You ever seen a docking station that has a hard drive within a hard drive? Well, I just got my new SSD expansion from Seagate, and I'm going to install this into the hard drive and see how fast the SSD is. So let's jump on in and check it on out. Alright, so this is a follow-up from my last video. My last video originally talked about just the Seagate, the FireCuda Gaming Dock, and I'll put a link to that video up in one of these corners here, and as well as I'll put it down in the description for you if you want to check out the full overview on this. But at the time, I didn't have the SSD. I was still waiting on this in the mail. Well, I just got it, and I want to hook this up to this hard drive, and we'll see how fast this hard drive is with the expansion in there. According to the read-write speed on this box here for the SSD, it says that it will do 3,450 megabytes per second. That is pretty crazy fast. Whereas we got with this 4 terabyte, this was a 7,200 RPM spinning hard drive, we got roughly about 230 megabytes per second. We're gonna get some pretty crazy extremes here. So I'm gonna install the SSD into this hard drive, and then we're gonna do a speed test to see what the actual results are. I just love how media is getting so small. Look how small this 1 terabyte SSD is. Pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna connect it up to the computer, and we'll most likely need to format the drive because this probably comes out of the gate for Windows, or it's just not initialized yet. So let's go over to the computer and we'll go ahead and initialize this media. And I'm gonna go ahead and open up disk utility because nothing really happened with the initialize. So there's our 2 hard drives on the screen here. So there's our FireCuda Gaming Dock, that's our 4 terabyte. Here is our SSD, so we'll need to initialize this, and we'll call this FireCuda SSD 1 TB, 1 terabyte. And we'll go ahead and format this for a Mac OS since I'm on a Mac. And erase. Don't you need to use that for Time Machine. Now we have our 1 terabyte and our 4 terabyte, which is mounted here on the side. So let's go ahead and do our speed test now that we initialize the media. And we'll select our drive. And we're gonna do the SSD, open, and start. So let's see what kind of speeds we get. So while that's doing its read-write speed, it did say it'll do 3,450 megabytes. Now, of course, that's a marketing thing. That's what the maximum it was before the unit, crashed, or, that was the maximum it hit. Kind of a marketing thing that they do. So I don't think that the read-write speed is going to come in at that 3,450 megabytes. We'll see real hand here, and let's check this out. Okay. So our write speed is coming at 2,287 megabytes per second, and our read speed is 2,366.4 megabytes per second. Like I said, this is more of a marketing thing. That's the maximum that it did when they did their testing on it. These numbers here, these are going to be the real life results. This is actually where the unit is reliable and it will always maintain within that range of this transfer read-write speed. Super cool. I love how fast that SSD is and having the capability of a 4 terabyte 7,200 RPM drive with all the USB ports and capabilities of getting a docking station. Yeah, I'll put my links down below to all these products. They are my affiliate links, so feel free to click on them, and if you want to support me and purchase through there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away in the comments, and I'll get right to you. If there was something I missed or something I didn't cover that you'd like to know about it, feel free to ask away, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you, and see you on the next one.